All right, guys, we're back for another Dokkan Battle video. So this is interesting. Black Friday campaign. Now this is something that I guess is gonna kind of run a little bit like alongside what will be the next Dokkan Fest campaign. I think that mostly this is just a way to get the missing Tianabata / thank you celebration stuff in here. Remember that the thank you celebration is essentially dead, or I mean, I don't know. I guess you could say it's moved to June and July with JP next year, right? All right, now let's take a look at this. The Prunga Dragon Balls are back here, which is good. And then of course there's this. I mean, I could just quickly tell you the entire list sucks. It's like basically there's pretty much no good characters here, unfortunately. Sub EZAs like this aren't really super competitive. Your best bet is probably just grabbing a character like this, the GT Trunks and Goten, Gohan and Piccolo, right? Gohan and Frieza, characters like that, and just maybe hoping that they have a good EZA in the future. That's kind of like what I'd recommend with that. All right, so let's see what we got here. So the Black Friday campaign is on. Characters they debuted in the 9th anniversary celebration will show up. Okay. In a Black Friday Dokkan Festival and a Black Friday Legendary Summon Carnival. In addition to the 77-hour only Super Multi-Summon discounts, Black Friday Dokkan Festival Tons of Thanks tickets will also be available. You get some of those from missions and login, okay? The superhero event is coming back. This is the Pan event, the water bottle event. Now, some of this stuff is on JP, some of it isn't. So like that, the Pan event returning is something that's happening on JP as well. But like JP does not have like right now you guys have it's Tech UI or it's just UI Goku and Jiren as the login screen. JP just has the generic like Goku, Gohan, Vegeta, Trunks, and Goten, right? Like kind of, and Bulma and Chi-Chi, like just kind of like the two families, like that kind of like just generic login screen. That's basically just been the default Dokkan like login screen, kind of like since I think they first introduced that at the end of the 7th anniversary is when they first did that. Yep. And then Dragon Ball Super will be played on the title screen. Okay. So there's that. We have special missions, login bonus, and then we get to this. Now, one thing I do want to point out, right? Okay. During the worldwide download celebration on JP, this is JP only, they talked about Gogeta and the Gammas returning shortly after the worldwide. So, I think that this is going to show up for JP as well. So, is this going to be there for JP, just like an extra little banner? It might be. I don't know. Like, I could easily... There's no Tech UI Goku showed here, by the way. So, like, I wonder if they just aren't going to have Tech UI Goku on here. There's some weird stuff. We'll see. Banner drops in just a couple of hours, so we'll see for sure. Now, I made a tweet here that I want to pull up. I'm just going to tell you guys. I already know, like, people will always go, like... No offense to anyone, but people tend to get a little whiny. Like, I'm sorry, guys, but, like, we know what game we're in, right? Like, it's a gacha game, man. Like, we get it. Beast and Broly, they're going to be back on the anniversary banners in 2 months. 2 months, they're showing back up in the anniversary, right? So, if you're a global player, there is... it is negative value. You are very likely, it is a very good chance that you're going to waste stones or, like rare currency as in your coins. Because Beast and Broly are going to be on the anniversary banners, right? In 2 months. And I'm going to assume a lot of you guys are going to be summoning like crazy on that, of course. So it's like if you put any stones into this, remember that the anniversary banners are going to have pity, right? You're just going to make it harder for yourself to get pity, right? Like, you get Beast or Broly with coins right now, and then you're not going to be able to, get some other character you want with coins. I just cannot emphasize enough. You got to hold strong and skip this. Now, I understand, like, Beast is still really good. I probably like BROLY a bit better than a lot of people. I think BROLY can be very good. I mean, you know, when the Goku and Frieza fight shows up, you know, Broly's what I consider a closer. You know, he transforms, he puts Goku and Frieza away, right? No, none of that bullshit. Goodbye, you're dead. So, like, BROLY can have value. But I mean, guys, like, the only, maybe for the Christmas celebration, they drop some sort of difficult fight where one of these guys would be really needed or necessary. Maybe for New Year's, but I don't think so. I mean, we have the past 2 years for the New Year's celebration gotten a new Red Zone. 2 years ago, it was the Red Ribbon Army Red Zone. Last year, it was the second movie Red Zone. So, I guess that, like, that's an important thing to say. But I am very adamant that you guys should not touch this. Don't go, and that includes the Gammas and Gogeta, right? The Gammas and Gogeta are going to be back during Anniversary as well. All 4 of these characters are back during Anniversary, right? Typically, in years past, for global players, now is a good time to, you know, grab the Anniversary LRs with coins because they don't return for 6 months. But now we're synced. They're coming back in 2 months. So I just want to try and make this point as strong as I can for a lot of you guys. If you guys are curious about Tech UI Goku, by the way, he will be returning on March 18th, right? It doesn't look like Tech UI Goku is showing up tonight. I mean, we'll see. It seems surprising they wouldn't show him, right? I mean, I'm sure some people will be upset about this. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that it's really that big of a deal because this banner does truly suck. What is it, like 20 featured units? And you couldn't even, like, even if UI Goku was on the banner, you couldn't get him with coins anyway. His, like, actual return is Saiyan Day, March 18th, right? Like, JP, UI Goku came out in June, and he doesn't come back until March. Remember, like, the character that takes a super long time to return now, global players, is that Dokkan Fest LR that comes out in June, the Tanabata / Thank You LR. They come out in June and don't return until March, right? So that's always the character that takes a super long time to come back. So we have that. By the way, the anniversary banners will have the Worldwide Download Celebration LRs on them as well. So again, those are what you're going to want to summon on. We have big time discounts. Okay, so these are extra stone sales because remember, the hero sales end on the 27th, which should be when the next Dokkan Fest is going to show up. So this is kind of just like an extra batch of sales for this. There's peel-off packs. I really wish we could get these on JP. Sucks. Permanent Dragon Ball campaign. We have another one of these, Reps Universe 7. I believe this is a global exclusive banner. I mean, not that it's a big deal or matters in any way, but JP had it was the one that had the 17 and Golden Frieza and Physical 17 and those characters on it. I think Tech Jiren was on there as well for the Tanabata celebration, but that's gonna show up. I mean, this is just a landing spot, I assume, for these characters right here. These 4, like they just wanted to get them on a banner. That's probably why that's there. All right, here we don't need that. So there's 77 units. It's I don't know. Again, the best I could tell you guys is just grab characters and hope they get a good EZA, right? Maybe Physical Nova gets a good EZA. Probably not. I wouldn't recommend grabbing him. I don't know. Garlic Jr. could be a good one. Maybe Zangia. I don't know if I'd recommend grabbing her. Boo Piccolo could be pretty good. Chances are good that Boo Piccolo will be good. Again, the Trunks and Goten, the Gohan and Goten, like those characters, very likely to be good. We have the Warriors Assemble, the Universe 6 Warriors Assemble coming out. There's going to be the 3 New Awakenings. Hit is actually a fairly decent character there. We have this superhero event. Again, you could just grind up the water bottles and be able to get some different items and equips and stuff like that. The Gathering of the God of Destruction event gets the 3 new stages, sort of like God of Destruction Boss Rush, except rather than doing one stage with all 12 gods, they split it up into 3 stages of 4 of the gods each. Beerus is probably the most threatening of the gods. I mean, there's a couple that have various gimmicks. AoE Super, Moscow's got, Liquor, I believe, has dodge canceling, right? A couple of different abilities like that, but these fights really aren't too tough. No missions for just besides beating the stage, right? Then there's the EZA for the Reps Universe 7 characters. There's going to be an Infinite Dragon Ball History stage dropping tonight. I believe the theme here is Miraculous Awakening. So, like, I saw some of the stages are like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and Broly and UI Goku and stuff like that. Then we have just a bunch of returning events, returning Dokkan events. These could be a hint towards characters that are going to be on some of these banners that are going to be dropping. And then, of course, there's also going to be a Patan on the 25th, and that's it. Now, on JP, there is no celebration info. So, I mean, this is... I mean, I would almost say this is sort of like a soft, maybe part 2 campaign. I don't know. I don't even know that JP is going to be getting any, like, campaign info or anything like that. I mean, we'll see. I still find it suspect that the 3rd and 4th anniversary LRs have not been on a banner since the end of the 7th anniversary. I just find that weird. So, like, I do wonder, could the LR Super Saiyan 4s and LR Vegeta and Gogeta, could they show up on these banners tonight? Maybe. So, let me know what you guys think. But this is kind of just like a mini celebration. So, Jiren, by the way. Let's talk about Jiren. So, Jiren and the Goku and Frieza fight are essentially, at this point, the only content that's not on Global, right? And, I mean, there's also the UI Goku stage, which, funnily enough, by the way, the UI Goku stage, actually, this is one thing that's JP exclusive that Global has not gotten, these BGM missions, which is just a couple of Elder Kais, but, I mean, it's still fun missions, so, like, I like, it's certainly stupid, dumb assery that this is not on Global, right? But, that right there, this stage... is not a stage that's on Global. It's this and the Goku and Frieza stage are the two that's not on Global Dokkan at the moment. So there is that. I think what is probably going to happen is next week we get a Dokkan Fest. Global and JP get the new Dokkan Fest. Let's just say Gohan Black. I don't know. Whatever it ends up being. Something like that. I think the next week right here is where we could see Jiren drop on Global. I would say almost assuredly, like, within this range is when Jiren is dropping. Like they're definitely going to get him in within this period. And then that date right there, I mean, it's, dude, like, so, like, right in here, somewhere within this 2-week span, there's a new Carnival LR coming, right? And then down here, somewhere in this, probably, like, the 27th, there's a dual Dokkan Fest dropping. So, I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming. So, let me know what you guys think. Again, tread very carefully with these characters. They're going to be back in 2 months on way, way better banners.